Guys, we're back. We are back
And we're back.
after 2 weeks. We've had a pretty busy 2 weeks.
Woo.
Pretty slammed 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
we would have had an episode out a couple weeks ago. We had some technical difficulties. We filmed an entire episode, and then Dad's camera and audio picked up perfectly fine, and then my camera only picked up the video, but for some reason that I still have yet to figure out, my audio didn't pick up, even though our adapters indicated that I was connected and everything. Didn't work, just did not connect. So we just did 2 test runs, and audio's fine. So I'm hoping we're good. And then the week after that, my brother got married, so that was pretty exciting.
Yep.
You know, shout out Hayden. God bless him and Hannah. But yeah, that was a really, really packed full weekend. So we weren't able to film, obviously, because he got married on that Saturday. So it was a lot of fun. We really could have done it on Sunday, but it was really just a rest weekend, man, because we were just busy from literally that whole week up until Sunday. So
Yep.
Sunday we just relaxed and hung out with some extended family or some family from out of town. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, the last 2 weeks have been absolutely slam packed. But we're pretty much just talking about a lot of things that we talked about from the pod that we filmed a couple weeks ago that didn't get released because of the audio issues. So we'll be going over Supergirl. We got a new segment we're going to do that we did. That was a lot of fun. And then I don't know. We did hot takes last time, or on that episode that never got released. So we could do some more hot takes. But we'll just see how it goes. We'll see what time's looking like, and yeah. But we can just hop into Supergirl if you want.
Yeah. Well, let's address the elephant in the room, and we're not talking about me, but the
yes,
dude,
we got merch.
Check out the merch.
We got merch.
Check out the merch.
I'll show the back. I'll show the back.
Stand up and model the back.
I don't know if you can see it.
Look at that. The GR, baby.
Is that not tough?
That is
Guys,
top notch.
I think it's tough.
That's my Ozempic graphic. So no jokes. Or if you've got jokes, make them good, man. If you're gonna post some jokes, please make them good. You know. So, but yeah, man, we're fat. Oh man, we're just fired up to have this, and we'll do some other things down the line. I am stoked. I bothered Dylan so much when it comes to ideas and different things, man. My brain starts going overload, but slow and steady. But man, these are great, and we're hoping to have some more out there representing and stuff. So
yeah, awesome.
Dad, love it.
Dad called me when I was at work, and we just had like this 30-45 minute conversation just strictly about merch. But it was just funny because when he said that to me, I'd already been kind of in the works of trying to get together like a logo and like a design, because all of our socials have like literally different profile pictures that represent the pod. And so I was working with a graphic designer that's in my Discord, and I was fooling around with it, and so she helped make these logos. And my whole idea was just like, I love simplicity, I love minimalistic kind of stuff. So like I wanted to do like just the outline and like the line work of me and Dad, and so that's where I kind of came up with the design of me with my arm around him, and it's just our outline of my glasses and my dad's glasses and his beard and his hat, just things that kind of represent who we are, because my dad's wearing a different hat in all the videos, and normally he has a button up on, but obviously we're repping the merch today, so I gave him a button up on the logo and everything. And so I thought it was pretty cool. So once we got that mocked, or once I got the final product and stuff, I sent it over to him, and he put it on a t-shirt. And so we went through a screen printing company here in Huntsville, and so they were able to whip these up really quick.
Yeah,
and
they were great.
Yeah, we picked up the shirts from Hobby Lobby because they were cheap, and this is all still like a beta test run phase. And so I went and got the shirts from Hobby Lobby, dropped them off at the screen print place, and I think got them the next day. Excuse me. But yeah, they turned out great. And so our logo on our front chest where the pocket is just our heads outlined, and the back is obviously the bigger logo with the generational run on the back. So we think they're pretty cool. We got a few of them made, give them to our friends and family, but yeah, there's no website, we're still 10 episodes in. It's a slow and steady process, but yeah, we thought we'd just jump on it. My dad's got a huge creative mind, and so we thought we'd just start trial running some stuff, to see how it goes and see what you guys like too. We love feedback from everybody, our friends, family, and even people who from out there that watch the videos and stuff. Please comment, what you guys think of the merch, and if we should try to launch it sooner than later. And
absolutely, man.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
I predict success.
Yeah.
And we put this out there for just all kinds of mix, we always say this, just mixed opinions, mixed, influences and different
Feedback,
things, feedback.
all
I
that.
mean, that's what it's about in a world where everybody hates when everybody disagrees, man. This is a place where it's just a fun place to do just that. And I think that that's
Yeah.
very important. And even if we're just starting out 10 episodes in, man, let's just be, as silly as it sounds, maybe just a little beacon of, man, just everybody relax, man.
Yeah.
Be a beacon of relax and enjoy, because this is too good of a year and summer and everything, man. We got next week, man,
We got
Odyssey.
Odyssey next week,
I mean, just
Spider-Man.
this is a summer of good movies, and we just need to have some fun and get back to that good summer blockbuster thing, as
Yeah.
well as anything and everything else. So anyway,
Yeah, no, the merch is dope. And we'll end up making more later on. And
yeah.
if you guys see this, let us know the feedback if you like it, whatever. But yeah, we're excited. Sweet. You want to get into Supergirl?
Well, yeah, yeah.
What do you want to do?
No,
Wanna talk about
totally fine. I mean, yeah.
You want
whatever
to give some scores? You got yours?
Yeah, I mean, I do.
I got mine.
Yeah. You want me to go first? Age
Sure.
Before Beauty.
Sure.
I guess I thought it was fun, and if you guys haven't picked up yet, man, I don't nitpick there. If I nitpick, and we've again talked about this before, if I nitpick, it's got to be something either pretty rough, and there was a little bit of this and that in it, but other than that, I thought it was just a good fun, and I gave it a strong 7.
Oh, really? You went up?
Yeah, I went up from last time.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to sit with it.
I watched it again too.
Oh, did you win?
Yeah. Just, I mean, it was like
Here, or did you go see it?
No. I watched it on bootleg.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think that's funny because that's one of those things for me where like I have to watch something and then it has to sit with me for a little bit. So I'm glad we're kind of re-reviewing it because both of our scores have changed since then. And so yeah, I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with I get pretty, I don't know if granulate's the word. I get pretty detailed with my decimals. But I'm like at a 6.8, probably close to a 7.
Yeah.
And we addressed this too when we filmed last time. The movie is nowhere near as bad as what people online are making it out to be. Like, not even remotely close.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's one of those things where it's fun. It's got some good moments in it. Even though nothing absolutely blew me away, that doesn't mean that like it's like a 4 or 5 out of 10 the way that these people are saying it. I thought Lobo was fun. I thought he was great. That's obviously Jason Momoa is just dream cast.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he killed it. I think we could both agree that he killed it.
Yeah. I was scared that they were like wedging him in there with a crowbar, so to speak. Like trying to force him into that.
I think the term is like shoehorn when you try to force when you try to force something in there.
Yeah.
And I agree. There were some things where it was like, because I don't know if we even talked about this last time, but with him getting locked up and everything, it kind of, you and I were like, who's catching Lobo? Like, who's doing, like, who of this group is capturing Lobo of all people? So that was kind of a thing where I was like, what?
And then spoiler alert, yeah,
Yeah, it's been out for a little bit. We did non-spoilers, so we did non-spoilers 2 weeks ago when we watched it. It's been a minute. If you haven't watched it, we're sorry, but we probably will go into some spoilers now, which there isn't even really anything that's like mind-blowing spoiler. But yeah, and then he like said it was all part of his plan or whatever, and even Ruthie, like, it was funny because it was like, how is she the one breaking out of this prison cell? But like Lobo struggling, there was like the little things like that where it's like, how are you going to get Lobo and all this stuff? But him as a character, and like how he was introduced and just how great Momoa killed the character in general was great. I thought it was a lot of fun. So that's one of my positives. That's one of my upsides of the movie. Really didn't like the villain. Didn't care for him really. I don't know how I felt about like his motive being just a thug, just man. Human trafficking, like that was kind of his thing. Like they just trafficked women and then he went around murdering families. I didn't really understand. Now let me preface this too. I didn't read the book. I'm not a huge comics guy. Like I've read some, but I still think this is one of those things where it's like, even if that was in the book, I still wouldn't have really liked it. Like I just thought that was kind of, well, I don't know. I don't want to say lazy. I just thought it was kind of boring.
Yeah.
But anyways, I just wasn't a huge fan of the villain. But other than that, I thought the cinematography was great. I thought Millie Alcott killed it. I thought she did great, which a lot of people were hating on her online, and I didn't really understand that. But I thought she did good. So I don't know. It was one of those movies where it was just like a fun superhero movie
Yeah.
without any crazy Infinity War in-game level moments, which is fine. You can have movies like that without those moments and it still be like a good movie. And I'm sure there's like, and I have a couple nitpicks that are like stupid, but they're not dumb enough and they're not like drastic enough for me to like drop it to like a 4 and 5 the way that some of
Mhm.
these people are talking about it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a fun superhero movie, you
Just
know?
fun superhero. And there were some things like the storyline ultra predictable.
Oh yeah,
Gotta find the secret,
the antidote to the
the
dog or for
antidote
the
to
dog or whatever.
save somebody. We've seen that 1,001 times,
Mm-hmm.
and then they go on the quest for it and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen something before online, but this was truly my honest feeling too. Is if the girl wasn't in there, the little
It would have
sword
been the
girl,
same.
nothing would have changed
But
in the
apparently but
storyline.
that's the thing is like I looked it up. Ruthie was like a character in the book. And so like,
Oh, see, I didn't even know
yeah.
that.
So like that was, I guess if they're going strictly off the book as much as possible, then they're
Mm-hmm.
going to add her as a character. But yeah, essentially if you took Ruthie out of the movie's the exact same.
Yeah, pretty
Nothing
much.
changes really.
Yeah.
I guess the only argument you could make is like when she's on that planet and it's turning green, which is like her weakness. Ruthie dragged her to that cave to kind of save her
Mm-hmm.
or almost like give her a little bit of more time.
Yeah,
So I get, but that's
I
like
know.
and that
Yeah.
happened for like a scene. That was like the only argument that I can maybe give you. Other than that, if you take her out of the movie, it's like the exact same. Like,
Yeah.
or like, I mean, because it's not like Supergirl was doing something for Ruthie. I mean, she was out there doing everything to save her dog, to save
Yeah.
Crypto. So it's like if you take her out of the movie, she's still gonna go and try to find Krem. I think that's his name, Krem, or something like that. Yeah, she's still gonna do everything that she can to find him and get that antidote, regardless of Ruthie.
Yeah.
So I'm sure. I mean, sure, put her in there because it's from the book, but realistically, you take her out, it's the same exact movie.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really bother me. I mean, I liked her, and obviously there's some big sister lesson learning undertones to that
Yeah.
with her teaching Ruthie a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
and all that. So I don't
Well,
know.
and she didn't want to do it. I mean, I did like the way that they, there was flashback, but it wasn't like a whole lot of flashback, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly. So, you saw her whole Krypton, escape before the whole thing. I never
Oh
knew
yeah.
anything about no force field over a certain particular city on
Yeah.
Krypton after it's pretty much all done, but blown up. But it wasn't a whole lot of that, which I didn't mind. I mean, everybody knows the origin of Superman, and for the most part, everybody knows, Cora and how she came to Earth and she came to protect her,
Mm-hmm.
cousin and all blah blah blah. But anyway,
Yeah.
it says here that they're still looking at this thing being actually a box office flop. Well, I was just
Oh
looking at some
yeah.
of the
It's made
130.
yeah, which is oh, I saw a crazy statistic the other day where it like made less than Morbius or something,
Really?
or I don't know if that was a box office weekend thing or not, but yeah, it's a flop, and I hate that just because of how it's really not as bad as people say it is, and that's why social media is like such a blessing and a curse. Like it's just insane the influence that it has because
Yep.
like when people are online trashing it, obviously people are going to refuse to go see it. We go see it because we love these things and like we love doing this and talking about it and
Mhm.
discussing and all this, and we're just big into the superhero space clearly. But like there's people online that like, you know,
Yeah.
probably wanted to go see it with their families, heard it was bad, didn't go see it, and so that's like kind of what's affecting that's what's affecting the money there. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate that. I hate that a lot because it doesn't deserve that kind of hate. And people were saying it like, you know, before it came out, people were like, I think I sense it's just another Captain Marvel, and I'm like, dude, it's nowhere near that bad at all. Like it's nothing like Captain Marvel, nothing like Morbius or anything like that. Like it's genuinely just a fun movie. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel bad for it.
Well, I think I said this before too, and I'll say it again, but I do believe that you might as well prepare yourself no matter what comes out, because you watch what happens when Spidey comes out. You watch what happens when any other hero movie comes out, especially in this day and age. I really honestly think, man, that just negativity pays. Negativity pays, man. And I
Yeah.
just think you're going to see more trashing. You're going to see more, just overall bad reviews on things and nitpicking things. And I think even
Yeah.
when you minor nitpick even just the slightest and everything, it just tweaks in people's heads that, oh man, it's going to be another, and I think that it just runs away,
But but it's like, why? Like, just don't say anything till you see it.
Yeah.
Like, people like watch a trailer and they're like, oh, this is going to be bad because of this, this, and this. And like, you guys are like, people are way too quick to judge
I've been
off
like
of
that too, though.
off of like a trailer.
Mhm.
Like, and I'm sure there's bad trailers out there. Like, I get it, but like, watch the movie. Like, watch the movie. And just because it doesn't blow you away with the last 40 minutes of in-game level quality or Infinity War level like, just because that stuff doesn't happen doesn't mean it's a bad movie. Like, sure, there's like sloppy writing sometimes. There's like lazy writing decisions. Like, there's things that, sure, whatever. But like, it's the focusing too much of like of that. It's like, just sometimes you just got to enjoy it for what it is, enjoy it for who it is. And like, if there's things that are like obviously bad, then sure, like whatever. But like in this situation, I just didn't think there was that's why I give it like almost a 7, because it's not like awful, but there's just like things like the villain that I'm not a fan of, and a couple other things. But it's just like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not that bad as what the internet is making it out to be.
Well, so. I think, and again, we've said this, that there's a lot of podcast influencers, everything that I guess went to the University of Hollywood filmmaking,
Oh yeah.
Which is a totally made up thing, but so is most of their reviews and things. So I don't know.
I just think it's funny because also we're not film bros in the slightest. We're just giving opinions on which essentially is what this entire space is just like giving an opinion on something. You don't have to go to film school to give an opinion on something and to have like a harsh critique on a movie. Like, I don't know.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know.
We don't have to keep explaining that, and it's going to be something that we just are going to stay true to what we like, and when we get to talk nostalgia, we talk about the crappy things back then, and we talk about the good things too. So it's just
that's the fun part. Is
and
just
fun.
Having an opinion, and because disagreeing is the funnest part, honestly.
Yeah.
That's the funnest part.
Have you seen that concept art for Doomsday and stuff with everybody? And
apparently people hate it.
Well,
I don't know. I think once again, it's concept art that Marvel released. You think Doom looks cool?
Yeah,
I think it's massive. Cool. Looks pretty cool.
Looks good, and we'll just have to see how it goes. You seen? Did we mention? Have you seen Daredevil's new suit?
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Elektra looks great.
Yeah,
Elektra looks awesome.
Yeah.
People are stoked, because they want to see her fight Bullseye, and just I love that they're keeping Wilson Bethel in there for Bullseye. I think it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, they both look really good. Daredevil's suit looks awesome.
They're releasing more and more like these little snippets and stuff more from Brand New Day, so that's gonna be
the TV spots or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really know what those are, but I see people are like, this is the new Brand New Day TV spot. I'm like, I don't know what a TV spot is. Like, they're just random.
Well, maybe it's just clips. Those little quick, because used to have back in the day, you used to have full on advertisements, of and it was almost like the same thing as what you see in the theater. We always hear the comedians talk about the movie guy, coming to a theater, and all that stuff. Man, I used to be like that on the TV. Now you get these quick little 20, 30 second little, things. And I think that's what they mean maybe by a TV spot, that it's just a little snippet.
That's not from the trailer. Sometimes they're from the trailer, sometimes they're not. Did you see the one of Spider-Man with like Shocker's gauntlet? Like,
coming out.
You saw that one coming out Hulk? Yeah, like that's crazy.
And they're talking about those webs, the webs holding Hulk back and stuff. That
when he's like doing this, because when he's doing this, struggling. And this is what also I didn't really think about that, because it's like him doing that in the trailer and the way they form the camera to where he just gets shot. It's like, dude, he's had powers for years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they're organic doesn't mean he like doesn't know how to like use them. I don't think he's like slingshotting himself. I think it's Hulk like throwing him, because it's like, why is he right now randomly struggling to like know how to use webs? I mean, so the way that he's like here and they pan it to where you can't see anything and he just gets shot. It's like, that's not him slingshotting himself. I think he's fighting with Hulk or something.
Yeah.
Hulk looks good too, though.
Yeah, he does. I still think though across the entire they've just nerfed Hulk though. That's just my take. Oh, I was gonna say that about Supergirl, man. Not to go back, but I think looking at that, like I think we even mentioned this last time, but the bad guys, man, they had some tail to them.
Yeah.
She was having some trouble,
Yeah.
So who are these guys? And also, did they kind of because Cora, man,
She's up there.
she's up there.
Because she was, I mean, she was
She's
like,
up there.
she was full on hooking Krim, like fist hooking. And then like he was just eating it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we talked about that. We were like, because we don't really know who they are. They kind of just seem like these,
Mm-hmm.
bounty hunters. But it's like, dude, if they're withstanding punches like
Yeah,
that
if
from
they're
her, they got to
taking
be
it.
no joke.
Mm-mm.
Because, dude, she wasn't really holding back, because she's trying to save her dog.
Yeah.
And, like, so she's got some anger pent up. And if she's throwing bows like that and they're just eating them, bro, they're legit.
Yeah. I mean,
They're
I
legit.
get it with her red sun stuff and all that stuff, but man, when she got them batteries charged, I was like, man, she's still taking some hits. you
Yeah.
know? So anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go back all that, but I forgot to mention that, like,
Yeah.
because we started talking about nerfing, and then we started talking about Hulk, and I'll put this. I think still we're just getting an absolutely nerfed out, Hulk
Wasted
instead.
Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, because who knows what will happen.
Yeah.
We haven't seen, like, and it looks like he's, it looks like he's part of, like, an antagonistic figure in Brand New Day, but it sucks because, like, the last time we've gotten a Rage Hulk that was beneficial as a hero was, like, the first 20 minutes of Ultron, and then after that, it's been,
Mm-hmm.
He got mind controlled by Scarlet Witch, and then after that, he's just been wasted. He's been Smart Hulk. So.
Well, the way that I kind of see the flow of this movie, and we still don't know who Sadie Sink is, and I'm still making it on the record that it's not Jean Grey, but
I forgot you were. Yeah.
But I have a feeling that it's that mind control thing that takes over Banner and turns him and brings out Savage Hulk instead.
What do you mean mind control?
Like whatever
thing?
that mind control thing is, you see the commercials of it going all, sweeping between people. I think it's a mind control thing that takes over that.
Well, people think that it's a mind control thing too that's taking over Sadie, and Sadie is controlling. Like, there's got to be someone up here.
I would hope that that's what it is.
Yeah, like there's like a puppet master, and then it's just like trickling down to like these people.
Yeah.
And then obviously, isn't there a remark made where he's like, I can't get into you, like he can't get into Peter, like he can't like mind control Peter, and even there's a scene with Frank where Frank's not affected. So I don't know. There's a lot of weird things. We were talking about it at church today, I think.
Somebody said it was Purple Man too. I don't know about
who's
that.
Purple Man?
This mental. I don't know, man. It's a weird. Yeah.
People. I'll get back to what I was saying in a second. But have you seen? I think I texted you the rumor of the Jackal being in it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty heavy rumor too. But we were talking today, and like the more that I watch the trailer, and I try not to watch it that much, whenever it gets brought up or whenever it comes on or whatever, and I watch it, I get more and more scared that it's just going to be like another bloated Spider-Man 3 where there's way too much going on. It is the longest Spider-Man movie. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is like a few minutes longer than No Way Home.
Mm-hmm.
But it just freaks me out that they're just going to end up doing way too much. And there's going to be like too many like plots or storylines that try to feed into one and just doesn't make sense. Because, Tombstone's supposed to be in it, but yeah, we haven't seen him at all. And then there's the rumor of Mr. Negative, and then you got Sadie Sink's character, and then Hulk is bad, and then you got Scorpion, and there's just so much where it's like, how are they going to make all of this make sense and then not lead off to like random plot points that are just like forgotten about or not resolved or whatever. Like, I don't know. Every time I watch it, I get so scared. Like, I get so nervous it's just going to be bad. But I don't know.
See.
Yeah.
See, this Purple Man guy, I wonder, man.
Is he legit? Or?
Yeah. Well, his abilities, it turned his skin purple, and it's a big daredevil. But he's also had his run-ins a little bit with Spider-Man. But mind control, manipulation, and brainwashing. Now, that could just be nerdum out there just throwing anybody with mind control that's a bad guy in a book and throw it out there too. But I don't know, man.
Well, that's another speculation, like the who was it? Who was the big speculation in Daredevil? That was, oh my God, what's his name? And I'm gonna be an idiot and I'm gonna get cooked because I know who it where the eyes were in the thing in Born Again season.
Oh, the Watcher.
The Watcher. Yeah. Yeah, where
no.
people were like, "No, it's for sure the Watcher. It's for sure the Watcher," and all this stuff.
The Watcher.
Yeah, dude. When we first talked about that, you were so against that. So you don't think it's him?
No, man.
But why would it not be? Do you have a convincing reason of why it wouldn't be the
because
Watcher?
if they did it, they would still probably make it a little bit of a hiding. But what is he doing? Breaking and entering into a store? I mean, no,
they
it's usually just like the hologram. Because if you watch What If,
yeah,
it shows him up in the sky and it shows his little glowy eyes. But no, that's not. I don't think that's the Watcher at all.
Yeah, that's probably more. The Watcher thing's probably more of a stretch than Purple Man. Well, I don't know. They're both a stretch because the Purple Man thing I've not heard of yet.
I know, and that might again.
The main speculations are all just Mr. Negative and Jean Grey. That maybe he's controlling Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Because she's got that kind of stuff.
Have you read oh man, shoot fire. We had a birthday.
Oh yeah, it's my birthday.
25, man.
I turned 25.
Man, happy birthday, man.
Yep,
again.
Thank you.
Great. Because I was just about to ask you, man, did you poke around in that Punisher Kills Off the Marvel world yet?
Yeah, I started it. I don't know why, but I meant to text you and tell you about it. I read the first few pages of it while I was chilling out the house. And yeah, the beginning is basically like his family dying, and it's kind of like the Avengers' fault. And so he's like on the way to the Central Park. And he's talking, who did he shoot, man? He point blank shot one of the Avengers like right in the face and then got tackled down or something. But yeah, it starts off hot with his family getting mowed down on accident. Because what is it? Really, in the Marvel show or in the Netflix show, it's basically they get involved in like a big gang shootout, and that's the story of like how his parents or about how his family died at Central Park. And they got mowed down in like a big gang shootout. But in this one, it's like a ship from outer space kind of came down and landed in Central Park and just wiped out his family. And he's like basically blaming the Avengers. And I'm assuming that the rest of the book is him going one by one after all of them. And who did I tell? I think we were at dinner for my birthday on Tuesday. And I told Zach and I told Austin, I was like, dude, he killed Magneto. Frank Castle's killing Magneto. So I'm excited to read it because when you look at the cover and you see all these, Omega level characters die from Marine, it's like, how did this happen? So I'm stoked. But it was cool. It's really cool.
I knew it was a weird take. But then they also did Deadpool Kills Off Marvel. I mean,
I've seen that one. I've seen that one. Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
But it's pretty fun. That was pretty fun.
Have you started 97 yet?
No, I haven't even watched season 1.
Oh man, dude.
I know. You can talk about season 2 though, since you've watched it.
So no, I have not watched the most recent one yet. So I haven't. I haven't had a chance, to sit down. I just before you came here watched the new Adventures with Superman, and that was really good. That's a whole. That's a really I love that show. But no, I haven't watched the most recent one. But man,
But from what you have seen,
it's phenomenal, man.
With Apocalypse and everything, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. They're bouncing between two different teams. One that's kind of in the Egyptian, time of where they, finally meet him. And he's kind of like this, his mutant powers it's just super good. Yeah.
I've heard there's characters in different time periods.
Yeah, there is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't realize that Voltron thing was that big.
That thing's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it looking over there, and I was like, golly,
That's
dude.
a small child.
They weren't trolling. That's like it's a foot and a half, dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
But it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it is cool. But yeah, I've heard X-Men 97 is pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
It's a good show, man.
Dude, you want to hop into the next one? You want to do Spin the Wheel?
We can do Spin the Wheel.
Awesome. All right, so Dad sent me this the other day. It's a new segment we're doing. We basically use this app called it's a Spin the Wheel app, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a superpower made wheel, and we're gonna spin it 3 times, and whatever superpower it lands on, we're gonna write it down, and we're gonna debate who would win in a fight, my character or Dad's character. We'll probably do that twice. Last time we only did it once because we were still trying to figure it out, but we'll probably do it a couple times to see who would win. I think last time it was pretty obvious Dad's character was gonna cook mine. But we're gonna do that now, and we'll see whose characters will win in a fight. They've got some zany stuff on there. The one we did last time had some zany powers. Very vague too, but some of them were pretty good.
You would have got wasted.
I would have gotten cooked
by
I don't know
Beast Boy of Teen Titans by that.
No way.
All right. You
I was looking at mine from last time. I
yeah.
was like,
All right.
yeah.
I'll spin yours first.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, we could do. Wait. No, put it in front of the thing.
You want me to
Remember we
put
did
it in
that?
front?
Yeah, so they can see it.
What's the best way?
This way, because it's like facing.
All right.
Yeah. Spin it.
Okay.
I don't have my glasses on. Ooh, laser
Laser
eyes.
eyes.
Yeah, so is that mine or is that yours?
That's yours.
Mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Laser. That's my first power.
Yeah.
All right. You go, and I'll write yours down too. Shockwaves.
Shockwaves.
Oh, you're cooked. All right. Oh, are you writing it down too?
Yeah.
Okay. Earth powers.
Earth powers.
That's not bad.
No.
Could have been better.
We could talk about heroes that have that. I mean, if you know
Yeah.
anybody. Is this mine?
Yeah.
I don't know what the sound was.
Tell the future. Oh, yeah,
Tell the
yeah,
future.
You're cooked.
Yeah. I'm
You're
done.
cooked. All right, last one. What's my last one? Teleportation.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's a
teleportation's not bad at all.
that's a sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got it. All right, and then your last one is going to be dark powers.
Dark.
What is
powers.
that?
So that would be I would
Like dark magic.
Yeah, I would associate that with some dark magic. Yeah.
Like who would that be for? Like an example.
I mean, there was Mordred in DC. There's
Oh, I keep
mean,
trying to put this strictly on like Marvel. I forgot. This is like just anything with dark
yeah,
powers.
anything, man. I mean, just heck, man. Wanda.
Yeah, I guess
know,
Wanda
stuff
from
like that.
from Mom.
I can't remember. They made the show about her and stuff. The kind of like the head witch that kind of I don't know that did stuff. I've never watched that one.
Yeah, I think you're cooked here.
But
I got laser eyes, earth powers, and teleportation. I think your
Okay.
weakest one is probably tell the future. That's pretty bad.
okay. So like, what gives you? What do you think? How would you be able to handle a fight with me?
Well, teleportation, like if we're thinking like you know the way how Cecil teleports in Invincible,
Or Nightcrawler?
how he
Or
how they're able to just literally pick and choose where they want to
Deadpool
go.
for that matter. Yeah.
I think that on top of having earth powers, and just the way I can manipulate,
Mhm.
my surroundings and stuff. And then I don't know, laser eyes is cool. I mean, Cyclops, Superman
offensive
style,
weapon.
like it's
Yeah.
it's just an offensive weapon. But I think that bending and doing stuff with like earth elements with teleportation, I think those are probably my two biggest ones.
Mm-hmm.
Shockwaves, your shockwaves is probably your dark powers is like your strongest thing, but your tell the future really held you back.
Well, no, because to tell the future, if I could see your move coming up, I can counter it.
Oh, that's okay.
Hit you with the seismic, like if
Maybe.
I have shockwaves,
Maybe.
and knock you off your, kind of. If I can.
So basically, if you're
anticipate-
able to know what's coming from me next, okay,
yeah,
that actually is kind of OP.
that is pretty good.
But I think, okay, so then what would be? So do you think Shockwaves has the level of impact that like Earth Powers or Laser Eyes has,
Well,
or do you think that would be like?
I think your eyes could get me, but if you were using Earth powers, no. If you're talking about Earth powers, kind of like Terra from Teen Titans, something like
Right.
that, where you could take a chunk, or if you want to compare it to Earth bending and stuff like that, man,
Like from Avatar or
seismic-
whatever?
Yeah, my seismic stuff, man, or that my shockwaves, man, they're gonna break it up.
maybe, dude. I
I'm
guess
gonna be able to anticipate. All right, this Joker's about to try to hit me from the left. I'm gonna juke to the right. You're gonna throw a rock. I'm gonna hit my shockwave. Dude, you're down.
dude, I
You're
don't
down.
know, man. That future one's such a reach, dude. That's such a
It's-
reach.
yeah.
Because it depends on how far in the future you're able to tell. Like,
Yeah. And do I have to sit there and go into a trance? Ain't gonna be worth anything when I get fried by your eyes.
yeah, I don't know. I think it would be pretty tough. Because I could fake you with something and then hit you. Like I could fake you with laser eyes and then hit you with something earth power, and then you would think I'm doing one thing, but I'm really doing another. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it depends on how far in the future you can tell.
What were your three?
Laser eyes, earth powers, and teleportation. Teleportation might be my weakest one. I don't know.
I call you Earth Blast. I don't know. What would be a stupid name? What would be a name?
Dude, I don't know. These are just so hard to like work with because they're all so very different and just we both got like a weak one. Is that the same wheel we did last time?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Shockwaves tell the future and dark powers.
Also, yeah, you guys vote too. Let me know who would win for this one. We'll do one more too. And vote which one who would win both of these fights. And then argue with each other in the comments because I love seeing people argue in comments about powers like feats and stuff about who would win what. So I don't know. I think I win, but I guess Dad can predict everything, so maybe he wins that one. Let's do one more. You start off this time.
All right.
Ink.
Ink.
Yeah.
Dude.
INK.
Okay.
That's weak. Water powers. Okay.
Okay. Now, we'll discuss and come into agreement what we mean by water powers. Okay.
Yeah. Your second one is mind control. That's a huge step up. That's a massive step up. Oh, bring back the dead. That's what I got. Dude. Wait, what did you have? You had mind control?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to write that down. All right. Our last one. This one's yours, Dad. Ooh, time control.
Oh, yeah.
That's
dude,
a banger. I think you've got
done.
this one.
Yeah.
I think you got this one for sure. I got to clutch up here with something huge. Shadows with whatever that means.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So water powers, you can be anything from, hydro, controlling water. I mean, that's a pretty good one, man. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Like if you think about it on a water bending level,
What would ink be? Do you even know what that means? Like,
I would imagine I can shoot ink out like a camouflage or something, or if somebody needs their pen filled. I don't know.
Somebody needs their pen filled.
Hold on, I got
someone's bic is empty.
Yeah.
Your mind control and time control pretty nuts. I got bring back the dead. That's actually kind of clutch though, because like I could form an army.
You could form an army.
I mean, I could form an army with just anyone who's dead. I guess I don't really know how shadows work.
Shadows, I would say shadows is kind of like, man, there's a Batman bad guy that does all that stuff or like cloak and that. Well, I guess really not really like cloak, because you can go into his actual. It's a little creepy, but you can go into his go. But I guess you can kind of use shadows to kind of move around and stuff.
Oh, like Buddy from Invincible.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, the Batman knockoff guy.
Yeah. Because his is pretty OP. Like the way that he maneuvers from shadows is pretty tough. So that could be good.
Because you could take an army, dude, through your shadows.
That is true.
And show up anywhere, get inside somewhere, stuff like that.
Yeah, but dude, if I'm like raising the dead of a bunch of people that are like, basically zombies in a way, your mind control.
I don't know.
Your mind control, or your time control alone is pretty OP.
That's
a stone. Like that's literally a stone. So like that's pretty OP.
Yeah. If I can lock you up, freeze you, and then or
who knows? Maybe mind control doesn't work on like zombies because they don't have anything.
Yeah.
So maybe it only works on me.
Mm-hmm.
But
and then I can shoot them with ink.
Yeah, that's such a gross thing to think about.
Call me the Timex. The Timex octopus. I don't know, something.
That's I don't know. It's a tough one. Yeah. I think I could clutch up just because of the shadow thing and the dead.
Yeah.
The water powers are tough, but I don't know if it would really I don't know. Water powers could counteract the ink though.
Yeah.
That was just a tough one to get first round. Yeah, because why not? Or because why would they not be able to?
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. These are both actually fairly close. We haven't had any, even last week, we didn't have any that were like for sure. Like I would have won, you would have won. They've all been really close in terms of powers and stuff.
Yeah. That's funny though.
You want to do some hot takes?
Sure.
You got any more? You got anything written up? Can you think of some?
I mean, we talked about.
It's gonna be kind of hard. We're gonna try to come up and think about some on the fly because we gave each other some hot takes last week. I think I had extra ones written up. But
go ahead.
But I might say a couple of them too, just so I could post them for the pod because I said them last week, but they're not online publicly, so I might say them again just to get some people irritated. But yeah, let me know if you have anything.
I mean, if you got some queued up, go for it.
Oh, I don't want to. Do I want to start off hot? Oh, do I do. I'll start off with this one. I think that Spider-Man. I think that Superman 2025 is pretty overrated. That's one of my, and honestly, I don't even think that's like super hot because a lot of people that I've talked to around here like agree, but I know online the general consensus is that it's like peak, which I think it's not even close to peak.
Mm-hmm.
I think that for the stakes that were held for the DCU and James Gunn bringing back the DCU and everything, I just don't think the movie was good enough to really like fully convince people like, yeah, the DC's back. So that's something I feel pretty strongly about. I think it's a good movie. I don't want to, I'm not saying that it's bad. I gave it like a 7.5 or like an 8 out of 10. I can't remember what I gave it. I think I gave it like an 8. But people are like, no, 9 to 10. It's peak. It's like best Superman movie we've ever gotten. David Cornsweat's the GOAT. Like all this stuff. I will say, yes, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was phenomenal. Like I did think he crushed it, and I do think there's a lot of good in the movie. I think where I'm saying it's overrated is that the stakes that were the way that the DC's on thin ice right now in terms of movie quality and stuff. People are saying like, yeah, the DC's back, and it's just it revived the DCU and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know, still not fully convinced that it's as good as people say it is. So I don't know. That's one of my hot takes that
I got you.
People will probably disagree with for sure.
No, I think you just have to look at that type of Superman. And yes, we all know when James Gunn gets a hold of something, humor, different things like that. Just like we all know when Michael Bay gets a hold of something, what you're going to be seeing a lot of, style and stuff like that. But I mean, this is a Superman that has been really kind of, to me, it seems like it's like just a newer Superman with the show that's out now, where it's just kind of the more of a campy, younger. I don't know. You never saw, I don't think, Superman and Lois or whatever that was, the Tyler Hoechlin one. That was a really good one where he was kind of serious. But I think you're just getting a lot more of a looser Superman.
And I mean, obviously, I think David Cornsweet is better than Henry Cavill. Or maybe it's just the way the character was written. But Superman was campy and it was goofy, and I think it's what we needed as a Superman. I think in terms of just David Cornsweet's acting, the way that he was written, the way that he looked, I thought he looked amazing. I don't really have. There's really no negatives with him. I think he's phenomenal. But I don't think we need that super realistic, hyper stylization of Superman like Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is a pretty bad movie. I think it's rough. Which I think that's actually a hot take too, because you got so mad at me one time when I said that. I can't stand Man of Steel. Like I think it's really bad. But and I think that the way that this Superman, Cornsweet Superman, was written is just a much better.
Yes, I do have a change of opinion on that versus the Cornsweet. So yeah,
really?
I do. Yeah. Plus, also, man, they had crypto in it. What were you expecting?
Right.
We're not getting Injustice Superman when you got crypto running around.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Sweet. Yeah, you got one. You got a hot one,
man. I know that I said this, and I know it's going to be, it maybe have been redundant, but, I'll say my Spider one again, that I think Toby is the worst of the three.
Yeah.
I know, like I said.
But not just, no, not just that. To go into detail about what you said about the 70s Spider-Man and how you even prefer that one over Toby.
Oh, yeah, man. Absolutely. I forgot the guy's name, too, and I had it, but even the 70s Spider-Man was, like, spot on. The 70s show... Man, go find it. It's out there, man. Suit, kind of goofy, more of a round eye with a little bit, but still the suit, I mean, was pretty good. He'd shoot his web, and it was like
just rope,
a 2-gauge steel cable coming on out. It looked like. But the guy looked like the Peter from the '90s show, and kind of late college kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing and stuff, but it was it was good, man. I liked him as Peter Parker. I just didn't I wasn't a Toby fan for Spidey, and I sure enough wasn't a Toby fan for Peter,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
That's
So
funny you say that because a lot of people who aren't, baited by nostalgia, um, they think that obviously like Toby Spider-Man's not the best, but they think he was like a perfect Peter Parker. And I clearly you're against that. You think he's not. You don't think he was a good Peter Parker?
I don't. I
Yeah,
mean, he did he do the nerd thing good? Yeah. I mean,
sure.
it was, I mean, it was good. I mean, you see, the first one and getting tripped up and missing the school bus and all of that kind of
Hmm.
stuff. I get all that. Dude was smarter than everybody in his class, and then
Yeah.
he still just nerded out. But I did like the setup with the photography in the lab and all that stuff, and then the way he got bit and everything. So
Hmm.
I do like that.
Yeah, I mean, they were good, but even then, like those were more so just like writing decisions, not so much
Yeah.
Toby being Peter Parker. It's just kind of how the movie was written and how it went on.
Yeah.
But I agree. I've never been a Toby
I like
guy.
Toby's origin better than I did even Andrew or Tom's.
Oh, really? Well, I
Well,
mean, Tom didn't really have an
you
origin.
really didn't show the
No.
origin, which I really commended Marvel on.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, like,
There's
okay,
no point of
yeah,
repeating it,
no,
or like doing it again.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm not. I don't disagree with you at all on that one. Obviously, I don't know anything about the '70s guy, but I think that's pretty funny that you say that. Dang, I'm gonna get obliterated. So we'll keep it Spider-Man related. Another thing, I think the Spider-Verse movies are like hilariously overrated. I didn't say this last time, but I think the Into and Across. I don't even think I finished Across. No, wait, I think I did. But maybe I didn't. I can't remember. I just know I remember watching Into. We watched it, and it was like it was good. You know. I know people say that it is the greatest adaptation of Spider-Man we've ever had on screen and all this stuff, and I'm like, settle down. I thought it was good. Obviously, the whole Prowler thing with his uncle and all that, I thought that was cool. I thought it was fun. The animation is like obviously phenomenal, and it's different than anything we had seen up until that point. I thought it was a lot of fun, but I watched it and like my mind wasn't blown the way that some of these people's minds are just absolutely blown. Like it's good storytelling. Like yeah, like I
Hmm.
think it's interesting. I think again the animation's phenomenal. I think there's a lot of good stuff in it. But we watched it and I finished it and I was just like, and this was years ago, but I remember watching it and finishing it with you and I was like, yeah, that was good. But like I'm not I don't put it above. I really don't think I put it above any of my live actions. Because I don't know. I mean, I
Hmm.
do like animation stuff. Like I
Yeah.
like cartoon stuff. Like I love that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and I love Miles Morales. The voice actor did amazing. I think there was a lot of fun stuff in it. But like again, my mind just wasn't blown.
Hmm.
Other than the animation being like insane and being super fun, my mind was not absolutely blown. And I'm like, this is the greatest adaptation of Spider-Man ever. This beats every other Spider-Man movie. And I'm like, no, I'm not putting it above Spider-Man 2. I'm not putting it above. I won't even put it
Okay.
above No Way Home, and I'm a No Way Home
So
low-key hater.
so let me go ahead then and throw my second take in there, and then
You
we
got
can
one?
argue. Yeah,
Okay.
because I've always said this. If they came out, if like into this, like what was the first one?
Into.
If Into came out, well, no, I don't want to even say that. If they came out with a good Miles Morales Spider-Man movie right now, it would be the best Spider-Man movie that's been ever made.
Like live action?
Yeah, if they made a live action one, I think
Why?
it would be one of the best ones that's ever been made.
Why?
Just the way everybody has been
Oh, well, I mean, if it
love him and
okay,
yeah.
but what if a Miles Morales movie came out before the animated stuff? Would you still say that?
No.
So it's because of that
Mm-hmm.
that not that prior knowledge of
Yeah.
having these two movies that people glaze to oblivion
Yeah.
that are just perfect
Yep.
pieces of art.
I
That
believe
like
that.
if we got a live action now, it would hold up just as much.
I think so.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be good, but it all depends on like
I mean, if you
who's
get
writing or
Gwen,
who's directing it and all that stuff. And
yeah, if you get, if you get Gwen, which I got the perfect girl. I don't know if you ever watched Friday. Do you ever watch Friday?
like
The Netflix show.
oh no,
The girl that plays the werewolf, she'd be an awesome
Gwen.
Spider-Gwen, man. Yeah, should be awesome.
I thought Doc Ock was cool in the first one, or wasn't it
The daughter?
The daughter? Yeah, like I thought that was cool. Like
Yeah.
there were like again things of it that were great. I just
Yeah.
wasn't absolutely mind blown like everybody else.
Yeah.
So I just think they're overrated. Like I don't think that they're this insane. Like I love like for Spider-Man 2 for example, just Toby's arc in that movie and Alfred Molina as Doc Ock and
I know,
and,
yeah. That's my
and
favorite.
watching him go through just midlife crisis or his midlife crisis trying to figure out who he wants to be. Like that level of storytelling and that level of writing and Spider-Man 2 being in the conversation for one of the greatest comic book movies ever, rightfully so. And like when I watched that, and I'm like, this is just incredible. And then I watch Into, I'm like, yo, that was a fun movie. Am I going to put it up there with Spider-Man 2? Absolutely not. But it's still a fun movie. So I just don't understand the absolute, like I said, glaze this movie into oblivion type of hype that it gets online. So yeah, I'm gonna get absolutely like destroyed for that. But like that's a pretty
No, I get it.
fuming take that I have.
Yeah.
I don't know if I mean, but see, even with me not being the hugest fan of the Spider-Verse movies, I do agree though, if they did do a live action because of the hype that Spider-Verse has, it would probably be freaking incredible.
Yeah.
Who do you think they would? What would like you? I don't know. Do you know who they could probably fan cast for him? I've seen names, but I don't really know.
Yeah,
them.
no, and I know they talk about the kid from
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I mean, he's like 38 now, right? I mean,
no, dude, he's not 30. He's like 24.
Yeah, no, you're gonna get a no.
But he looks older
yeah,
too.
You're gonna get a no name or somebody that's been.
They should do a no name.
Yeah,
they should get a new guy
or a barely name. We'll call it that.
Sure.
Maybe not a no name, but a barely name.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure there's a plethora of good guys out there that can play him.
Yeah.
But I loved the dad's character, the mom's character. I loved, the uncle and the Prowler character. It was just
I did enjoy
story,
the
man.
uncle. I did enjoy the uncle character a lot. I thought that was great. I do think it was good. And once again, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think I gave it like a 8 or an 8 something on Circle Ranks, which I say this a lot in a lot of our episodes, but shout out Circle Ranks. It's an app similar to other movie rating apps where you can go into detail, rate movies 1 through 10. You can follow people. You could pick 4 movies to kind of represent your profile, 4 of your favorites, things that you love. But it's a phenomenal app, and I highly recommend getting it. You could follow me on it and see all that I rate and all the movies that I like, and stuff like that. But I gave it like an 8 something on there. Like I think it's a good movie. I just, in terms of the immense amount of hype and praise it gets, I just am like, I'm not up there with that. But yeah, no, I still enjoy it. But yeah, that was good. I had a couple hot ones in there. We'll have to come up with some more for later on. We need to do like a hot takes like once a month, so we can kind of like, for a few weeks before we do it, we can come up with some stuff. Just as we're working or something. If we're like, oh, I think you think of something, you're like, I think that's a pretty hot take.
I know
like,
when I'm
people
out there
don't agree with
driving around,
that.
I always
I do
get
too.
stuff,
Yeah,
and then I never remember it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think about stuff at work, sitting at my desk, and I'm like, I think I'm in the minority here. I just forget to write it down. I do bring my notebook to work though, and sometimes I will jot some stuff down for for the next pod coming up. But yeah, no, that was fun. That was good.
I had and I'm trying to watch a little bit more too, like just some of the more obscure ones, even if I don't really care for them or whatever. Like I told you the other night, man, I was just up and I watched.
Oh, what did you tell me?
I watched Morbius.
Yeah,
and oh, dude.
You watched another one that I can't remember what it was.
That wasn't the night I watched Marvels. It was Morbius and... Oh, dude.
You texted me too.
Yeah.
It's in our text messages somewhere. You told me you watched them.
I'm just getting a better take on them. And also, too, man, I'm trying to do better about, like, when it's just me, all right, peeling movies apart. Like, looking at the story of the characters. Like, I mean, that was ridiculous. Morbius.
More like rewatching it again, you're like, what the heck?
Like, oh man,
yeah. Because like I said in like one of the first few episodes, like Dad fell asleep when him and my buddy went to go see it. And so I guess rewatching it, you probably saw the same opinion, how it's kind of buns.
Yeah.
But I thought that was funny.
But I mean, then I watched the other day Blade 2 again, and I was just, I always see something new, and that is top 5 easy best Marvel movies ever.
I think you put that in your when we did Marvel projects, you put that up there too.
Blade 2 is so good, man.
Yeah. I need to rewatch all of them actually. Is that the one with Ryan Reynolds, or which one has Ryan Reynolds?
That's the third one.
That's the third one.
Yeah, Blade 3.
Yeah, I need to rewatch those because
he plays Hannibal King, which is part of the Night Stalkers. which is Blade's little team per se.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it was good, man. Good books.
Sweet. All right, we can wrap it up.
All right.
That was a good episode. Glad we're back. Sorry
Yeah.
that it's been a while again. We just had some technical difficulties a couple weeks ago, and took another week off because of my brother.
Yeah.
But we're back every Saturday.
Ideas brings,
Please
I mean,
send us stuff. There's been a couple
Yeah.
people text or post some comments on the YouTube videos about things that they want to see in terms of segment wise. And one of them will be one of them said we need to do a blind ranking, but a blind ranking of superheroes and their sidekicks. I think that'd be fun. We
Yeah.
got a list together of superheroes and their sidekicks, like Batman and Robin, stuff like that, and then we blind rank those. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So we need to do that for sure. But yeah, there's always people that comment ideas and things like that. So if there's something that you want to see,
Yeah. We take
let
it
us
serious
know.
too.
Very
Yeah.
serious. We go through. I check the YouTube, all the time, checking comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. And again, always the in the description is our Discord and socials and all that. So join the Discord, where we have different channels of things that you guys can post in terms of ideas, and then we've got like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anime, different channels for you guys to interact with and talk about those topics in there too. So, but yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hey, if you guys want a T-shirt, man,
Yeah, text
give
me.
Text out to Dylan and communicate with him, man, and we'll kind of talk 101. But man, we can get
If
these
you join the
things.
Discord, join the Discord and then message me privately if you want a T-shirt. Let me know what color and size, and because we only made enough for like him and I, and then like a couple friends.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's like we're just starting out or whatever. But the quality's not even bad. They're just Gildan tees, but they're not like terrible. But yeah, if you guys want a T-shirt, just shoot me a message or whatever, and we can talk about it. But thanks for watching, and yeah, thank you.